What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you some walk-in content today. I know, something different, but if you have been following my Stepn content, then you know that I am very excited, intrigued, and actually somewhat bullish on the move to earn space, I should say. And so Walken was suggested to me by someone actually within this community here, and I checked it out, watched several of the AMAs with the founder or co-founder, and I'm excited about it. Now, let me tell you right off the bat, I am not here to shill this game to you. I am not recommending it to you. I am merely sharing what my experience has been so far and why I'm kind of excited about where it stands in the current ecosystem, or the current, the current ecosystem of play to earn games as well as move to earn games. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. But I wanted to give that caveat. I am not an expert by any means. So if I get some things wrong, forgive me. I'm just going to go through their website and kind of share what I'm really liking about it right now. And if this is something that maybe you guys would want to hear more about as I continue my journey with it, then, definitely let me know in the comments section below. So here we go. First things first, very sleek and sexy app, both available on the App Store, Apple App Store, as well as on Google Play. So right off the bat, we're talking about mobile, and you saw, at least if you're following Stepn, so Stepn has a fantastic app, really, really sleek looking app as well. So it's nice to see Walken have something that is actually just as good, if not better, in some areas. Things have been good, and I know there's been a lot of maintenance recently, but this game has not fully launched yet. It's in it just came to open beta, and the token is not even out yet. So that's how early we are potentially to this project. Again, I'm not saying early isn't like, oh my gosh, we're going to the moon. I'm like, literally the token hasn't even launched yet. So we're literally early to the space. So what's going to be interesting with this is the fact that the tokenomics are different than Stepn. There's only one token for this, and there's also an in-game currency. And when I say in-game currency, I don't mean something like DEC or GST or Axie Infinity's SLP. Like, this is not a token, and it is actually part of the game. Now, before we get into the tokens, though, who are all these cute little guys right here? Well, they are called your cathletes, I think is how that's said. And so these are the NFTs of the game. These are your avatars in game. So you have them, you're able to level them up, and more importantly, you are able to use them in combat or in competition with some of the other cathletes out there, right? So everybody gets one when you first start up, but you can buy others. There will be a breeding mechanic at some point. So there's a lot planned for these NFTs. So this is kind of the backbone of what the game is in terms of having these NFTs and then using the move to earn aspect to actually level up and develop these NFTs. So lots of different features. They all have some interesting, attributes and things like that. But right now, it's still very rudimentary, and not a lot of what I've just told you has been implemented, right? Like the breeding and all of that. And the competition is still very basic, but we'll get to that in a moment. So what you do is you walk to upgrade your cathlete. Now you can compete then to gain tokens. So what was I saying earlier? The Walken token, so it's WLKN is the symbol. This is the blockchain based token. So this is what you get and what you're able to pull out into like your Solana wallet and then trade for USD, Solana, whatever, or USDC, Solana, whatever it is. That's what you exchange. The gems are what you earn in the actual game. Now, these are not transferable. They have zero value, but all they do is allow you to level up your character, and you earn them 1 gem per every 1,000 steps you take. Now, different from Stepn, you are able to get your steps counted for the entire day. So you don't have to go outside, first of all, and you don't have to, it doesn't have to be like a set session that you go for. So this is constantly counting my steps throughout the day. It goes through with Apple's Health Kit, and I'm not sure, I don't have Android, so I'm not sure what the health system is over there, but whatever it is going through what your phone uses. It connects to that and kind of counts your steps throughout the day. Now, they do have some anti-cheating mechanisms, or at least they say they have some anti-cheating mechanisms so that people just can't shake their phones around or put it on, or I don't know what kind of cheating methods people are creatively coming up with today, but they say that they can detect these. So when you go into the app, you can actually see that there is a section that says your total steps and your validated steps. So for what it's worth, they will try to stop you from cheating. But here's the thing. You can walk as much as you want, but you can't just game the system, take those gems and cash them out. And that's kind of the beauty of this system, at least from what I'm seeing right now. Okay, so this is all just theoretical. It hasn't really been put into practice, at least not in at scale, and something we can really determine or have a full or better judgment and evaluation of. So right now, I just like the fact that if you want to get into the game and you want to level up your cathlete, you actually have to do the work, right? Like one of the biggest criticisms with Solana is like people got in, not Solana, Stepn, people got in and were just, farming the shoes and then dumping them on the market. Well, here you can't just do that. Maybe at a later point you can breed the cathlete and then just, I guess, maybe dump it on the market that way. But if you actually want to level it up, you need to go through and earn the gems in your account. You can't get gems sent over from someone else, and you can't send your gems to another person. If if this is something that you are trying to get into, you will need to put in the work. And I think that's actually really, really great. Now, the flip side of this is that you earn tokens, the Walken token, when you compete. Now, the competitions are like nothing right now. It's actually quite boring and sometimes quite frustrating because there's 3 different attributes that you have that it'll, speed, stamina, and I forgot what the last one is. But again, these don't even really matter. Right now, at this point in time, you have these 3 attributes and you have kind of like a rating based on these attributes, right? So it'll be like 0.4 or 0.5, whatever. So you're just going 1-to-1 against someone else randomly whenever you hit the let's go to the competition button. But what really matters more, at least at the early levels, I should say, is the amount of steps, because the 4 things you're evaluated on is, the head-to-head on your attributes, which are generally very similar. But if you have walked more steps that day, then you will win. And when you do win, you earn the Walken token. And you can actually do that right now. So there are people who have been, I'm not sure how long people have been playing the closed beta, but there are people who have already started to level up their cathletes. Now, for me, I'm still at level 0 because it's going to take me a while to earn enough tokens in order to actually level up my cathlete. I have enough gems, but it's a combination of both gems and the Walken token. So there's a little interplay here, which I'm still studying and trying to determine the best kind of strategy to move forward with. But I like the fact that when you actually just move, so the actual move to earn mechanic is not really move to earn. It's actually still play to earn, because the move to earn is just for the gems, which you can't cash out. Therefore, sure, will people find ways to maybe exploit this? Absolutely, right? Because if they buy maybe cathletes off the market and they have found a way to get an unlimited amount of gems, then they could just keep leveling those up. But again, with the anti-cheating mechanism, that could come into play and clamp down on that. All I'm saying is I'm really excited to see a game that doesn't rely on two different tokens, right? Where you have a governance token as well as a an earning token, or as someone call it, like a utility token. So at this point, I'm fascinated by the tokenomics, and it's kind of interesting to see Web 2 and Web 3 kind of intermingled into one here, where some of the currency that you earn is not a token, or it's not token based, I should say. So I like the idea so far. Again, having it put into practice and at scale, we'll see how that plays out. But that's probably one of the biggest selling points for me right now. That is, at the very least, has me intrigued. So there's a marketplace as well. You can get cathletes there. They're going to have some clothes, which I don't believe, or at least from what I've heard and read so far, I don't believe the clothes will be anything to affect your performance, but it's more aesthetic, right? So you have these in-game avatars, and we know how much, the different kind of collectible items and dress them up, put your expression, put your personality is what it's all about. So it'll be interesting to see how creative people get with this, and how for the company, who knows if this is going to have some crazy brand on it, like all these different pants coming through, if they'll have some crazy brand at some point, if these partnerships or things come through. And again, I'm speculating all here, but I'm very bullish on the move to earn space. And I think that there's a lot of ways that they could incorporate and work with the health industry, work with the fitness industry. So there's so much crossover here that could happen. And if these Web 2 or older companies, legacy companies, I should say, want to try to enter into the space, I think partnerships would be one of the best ways to do it. Whether it's with Stepn, whether it's with Walken, or whether it's with another move to earn game, if it fits into the mold, then it could be something. So got their team here. They're fully doxed. The last thing I wanted to check out here was the roadmap. The thing with the roadmap right now, and I'm not going to spend too much time, is because it feels like they're a little behind on certain things. So apparently there's a staking functionality coming, and the PvE algorithm for matchmaking and battles. I don't think there's PvE right now. It still seems like it's very much PvP. But looking further down the line, the token, they haven't said when it's going to be released, but it does sound like it's going to be soon. I mean, people are even thinking that it could be this month. I have no idea, and I haven't heard anything concrete. So this could just be some hopium that people in the Discord are saying, right? Like it could be soon for the next 3 months. But we will see some listings at some point, and that is slated for Q3. So maybe June is just really that, just hopium. And Q3 should also bring the ability to do the crossbreeding on your cathletes to generate new ones. Now, the thing is, what I worry about with this, and what I'll be curious to see, is how crazy does this get? With Stepn, like there were businesses created on this, just farming shoes and then dumping them on the market. Are we going to see something like that with every game? Because it wasn't just Stepn, it was also DFK, right? So even Axie Infinity, where just went through. So I'll be curious to see. I won't be aping into any of this. In fact, and so I'm just excited to see what actually comes of this. The last thing that I'll say, and actually I should have started off with this, so I apologize. The biggest reason that I like this game and that I'm bullish on this game, at least for right now, is that it's free to play. You could download it right now. Go up to the website, or go to the website and click on the App Store or Google Play. You could download it right now, and it is 100% free to play. And what's been interesting is the CEO, or one of the founders of the game, has come on and said that was one of the main things that they wanted to make as part of their game. They wanted it to be free to play so that there was no friction for anybody to come in. Sure, you can start to spend a little bit to level up your avatar, level up your cathlete, and progress further in the game. But one of the reasons that I love Rising Star, for example, is the fact that it's free to play and you can start earning right off the bat. Are you going to earn a lot in the beginning if you don't put any money in? Probably not. But at the same time, there is this element of being able to grind it out from the beginning. Now, the thing is, with free to play, like Rising Star, I would want them to make sure that this isn't what's that called? Exploited in any way. And when you look at things like, Splinterlands, where you have a crazy bot problem, the last thing that you want is the economy to get exploited like that in a very dramatic way. But free to play is probably one of the biggest selling points for me. Now, I clicked on the white paper here, or at least the paper that they have. There wasn't anything, I think, that I wanted to share on here, but I'm just going to double check. Yeah, the battles are interesting. Again, a lot of this is really just rudimentary, and it's at the beginning stages, but I like it, and I like the idea of move to earn. So check it out. Let me know what you think. Again, do your research. This is not financial advice by any means. There's no token available, so I'm not telling you even to go buy that. The game is free to play, so go check it out. You can download it. You can set it up. I mean, you will have to set up a wallet within the game, or maybe import a wallet for Solana. And so if you're already kind of in the Solana ecosystem, that should be easy. But if not, this could be your maybe entry point or stepping stone into it. And that's all you really need to do. You can just go and it will start counting your steps and you can start leveling up your cathlete. Now, you can start earning Walken tokens even though they're not available on the exchanges just yet. What I'm trying to do is earn to the threshold. So right now, for example, I'm earning whenever I play a competition. So whenever I go head to head with someone, I can earn like 0.1 Walken. And so I'm trying to gather up enough that I can cash out of the not the game, but it's like once I accrue enough, then it gets put into my wallet. So once I get like 20 Walken, which seems like a lot, I have to win 200 competitions. So once I can do that, then I'll be able to put that into my wallet and actually start leveling up my cathlete. So if other people can do it, I'm sure I can do it. And since we don't know when the Walken token is going to be available for, so if I, for example, wanted to go and just buy my way to the next level rather than trying to earn my way to the next level, then that'll be something that comes further down the line. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. Again, this is just a very bare bones kind of look at what this game is and why I like it. Again, free to play is one of the big things, and then the tokenomics, as I talked about, is another thing that I'm really watching here. So check it out. Let me know what you think, and if you want more content about it as we go further along, I will be following it regardless because I'm already obsessed with my little cathlete. So I want to try and get that guy leveled up as quickly as possible. So I'll be playing this game regardless. But if you are out there and you are either thinking of getting into it or you have gotten into it and would like to see more content, definitely let me know. And I would be happy to start posting some content on it. So that's all I have. Have an amazing rest of your day. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Take care.